Alright, old sport, another year goes by and you're telling yourself you're gonna get shredded by summer. That's it, enough's enough. This year is your year. You're tired of looking at the shredded guy on the beach. You wanna be the shredded guy on the beach. You want everyone's head except yours to be perpendicular to their body because their necks are snapped watching you walk across the beach shirtless in your magnificent glory, looking as aesthetic as ever. I'm gonna give you 5 tips in this video that are gonna help you get shredded. If you're a complete beginner, you don't know where to start, you don't really know how to get a shredded body, you don't really know what to focus on, I'm gonna give you 5 tips that helped me when I was a beginner to go down the right path, okay? And they're gonna put you on your path to getting that aesthetic physique. Now, before we get into it, let's first talk about what is a shredded physique. What does that look like? What defines that? So basically, it's high amounts of muscle, very low amounts of body fat. Low body fat is crucial. It's probably the most important aspect because it's gonna really get you that wow factor and make you look like a 3D anatomy chart on the freaking beach. So, what are some examples of a shredded physique? Here's 3 good ones. Number 1, Zac Efron from Baywatch, really freaking shredded. 2, my favorite actually, is Brad Pitt in Fight Club. And 3, if you're not familiar, please familiarize yourself with Ziz, the father of aesthetics, RIP. These guys are all extremely shredded and aesthetic. Why? They all have a couple things in common, which is 1, extremely low amounts of body fat, and 2, they have certain muscle groups that are developed more than others to give them certain components of an aesthetic physique, such as a V taper, a narrow waist, broad shoulders, etc., thick legs, a thick neck, nice arms, etc. These are all important factors for having a shredded physique. So without further ado, let's get into these 5 tips that are going to help you get shredded for summer. Tip number 1. You already know what's coming. Has to do with nutrition. Every fitness influencer and their freaking mom has mentioned this at one point on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You're probably tired of hearing it, and I'm tired of saying it. Calorie deficit. Yup, yes sir. There's no way around it. Based on the laws of thermodynamics, this is the way to get shredded because it forces your body to use fat as fuel and lose body fat by being in a deficit, an energy deficit, okay? You're eating less than the calories your body is burning. I'm not gonna go into detail on that in this video because I have a separate video that I'll link in the description titled The Most Important Skill for Fat Loss. Go watch it if you wanna learn how to count calories, or get my ebook, link in the description, where I go in depth, very, very in depth on how to count calories and how they can get you shredded, how to set up your macronutrients, etc. Let's say you don't wanna count calories, right? No one ever talks about this. What do you do if you don't wanna count calories? So like, I don't feel like weighing out a freaking scale and being the fitness version of Walter White and doing 6 micrograms of broccoli and I can only eat 2 decagrams of tuna today. Okay, you don't have to do that. There's another method. I like to call this the warrior diet, and basically there's another YouTuber named Hamza. He talks about this a lot, which is basically you just eat extremely clean and you eat as much as you want. Why does this work? Because if you're only eating clean food, no fast food, no processed food, no added sugars, no Reese's Pieces peanut butter chocolate flavor, none of that garbage, okay? No Fruity Pebbles. I know. If you're only eating chicken, eggs, steak, other meats, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, it's kind of hard to overeat when you're eating that clean. Go ahead and do me a favor at home, do a self-experiment. I dare you, try to eat 3,000 calories of chicken and vegetables. You'll get sick after the first 800 calories and you're not gonna wanna eat more after that. The cool part about doing this diet is not only is it really healthy for you, for your organs, your skin, etc., and it builds, good habits, good discipline, it can get you shredded because these types of foods are way more satiating. When you have a high protein diet and everything's natural, you're less likely to wanna overeat. Problem with counting calories is, yeah, it allows for more moderation. Like if you want a 400 calorie chocolate bar, you could fit that in your daily calories, sure, but it's a problem because, like, for me, for example, if I have a little bit of sugar, then I'm gonna want way more. It like triggers my sweet tooth, So some people, it's better to go full extreme, just eat saltine crackers and canned tuna, and they're fine. I was fine doing that when I was getting shredded. Honestly, I enjoyed it. It's not a big deal. If you don't want to count calories, you don't want to learn that skill, that amazing skill that can benefit you so far in the long run, and you can willingly add muscle or lose fat on command. Hey, if you don't want to learn that, that's fine, bro. Maybe I'm the idiot. You can do this warrior diet, eat extremely clean. Both methods require extreme amounts of discipline. Neither one's gonna be easy. So just understand what you're getting yourself into. Be prepared to be tested. Because whichever one you choose, bro, when your abuelita is making tamales and they don't fit your calories, or you're on the warrior diet and you can't eat it because it's freaking covered in oil and all kinds of extra stuff in there, and you're supposed to sit here and eat this chicken and broccoli, you're gonna get tested. So either count calories, calorie deficit, or eat extremely clean and eat as much as you like. Hamza swears by this. Theoretically speaking, it should work, okay? I'm sure if I only ate chicken, tuna, fish, fruits and vegetables 3 to 5 times a day, I'm pretty sure I would get really shredded too. I will be doing an experiment on that soon. Tip number 2 to get you shredded by summer. You're gonna wanna focus on hypertrophy training, not strength training. Now, I don't know when the freaking shift happened or how it got this way, but because of TikTok, I blame TikTok. The entire fitness community is literally basically powerlifting community. Everyone is glorifying squat, bench, deadlift, 5x5, progressive overload, 3 sets of 8, bro. My bench RPE 7.7, bro. That's not gonna get you jacked. Okay, you'll get you strong. That's not how you put on a lot of muscle though. Like, bro, keep doing freaking 5 sets of singles with 225 on the bench. Nice, bro. Yeah, you're cool. Good for you. It's not gonna get you huge. Hypertrophy training is gonna get you jacked. You need to have sets over the 10 to 12 rep range. You could probably get 13, but you force out a 14th rep. Let's say you're doing lat pull downs with 160. You freaking do 10 reps and you're like, oh my God, you barely pull it down. You're like, I'm gonna push for another one. That's how you need to train. Higher reps, 10 to 20, sometimes even 30 if it's a drop set, to failure. Hypertrophy, you need to give the body a reason to make new muscle by tearing the muscle down, by pushing it past its damn limits. Captain Yami, surpass your limits, bro. You need to train to failure. Literally make the muscle fail so it gets so broken down it goes, wow, we couldn't curl 30s for 14 reps. We failed on 13, so we're gonna build the necessary muscle to hit 14 next time. That's how you're gonna get jacked. Hypertrophy training, stop deadlifting all the time because your favorite influencer's doing it. You'll probably end up herniating a disc in your lower back because they are built different. You probably are not. No offense. Still love you. The fudge is that, bro? Spider on my shoulder. Get wrecked. Number 3, you're going to want to prioritize aesthetic muscle groups. Now, there have been a lot of surveys done and research on what the most aesthetic muscle groups are. You should train every single muscle. There's some that are a little bit more aesthetic than the others. They contribute to having a much more shredded, like aesthetic, dope looking physique. And those are the back, because having a wide back, big lats, thick upper back will give you that V taper where your shoulders look, twice as broad as your waist. 2 is going to be shoulders. Definitely want to train shoulders. Spam lateral raises for sure. Overhead press. Definitely want to cap your shoulders off. It adds to that wide look. 3, abs. Abs are important. You should train them. The amount they show is all going to boil down to lower body fat. That doesn't mean you shouldn't train them. You should definitely do your hanging leg raises, planks, do your side planks, do the ab machine, train your lower back, your entire core, get it really strong, really jacked so that when you're lean, they pop way more. Chest for sure. Okay, 4, chest. You definitely want to train chest. Last but not least, don't forget legs, okay? I would rather be skinny than have a huge upper body and no legs. That's just so goofy. Unless you had like knee surgery or something, bro, don't let that be you, please. It's better to be proportionate and you'll look way more aesthetic that way than to have severe muscle imbalances, bro, okay? Then after that, there's getting a thick neck is aesthetic, forearms, calves, all of the above. These are all very important. But the main you should focus on are back, chest, and shoulders. That's going to give you that freaking superhero, Homelander, like Superman type of look, where you just chest popping out, sick cunt on your freaking chest. Point number 4, it's literally so simple, so basic, easier said than done though. Walk more. Just walk more. Now everyone says aim for 10K steps a day, blah, blah, blah. Most of you watching this video are not getting that many steps. Okay, it's a lot easier to do than you think. And by hitting this many steps or more, some people, you have warehouse jobs, you guys are doing 20,000 a day. Your calorie expenditure is insane. You probably don't have a problem with staying lean. The reason you should walk more is you'll increase the amount of calories your body burns every single day. You'll make your metabolism run like a freaking oil rig, like a damn machine with 100 gears, so that you can lose weight with more calories. By walking more, you turn your body into like a freaking locomotive engine. This was like the best tip for when I was getting to my leanest point, the most shredded point, I was walking like 45 minutes a day and barely doing any other cardio, and it was still helping me lose 2 pounds a week and get extremely shredded. Don't sleep on walking. Not only does it help you get shredded, but there's amazing health benefits for it too, like for your heart, cardiovascular benefits. When you have time during the day, go out 5, 10, 15 minutes, just go for a walk. Trust me, it will do a lot more for you than you think. And tip number 5, last but not least, this one is actually really important. It's going to be drink more water. Why should you do this? Most people think they're drinking a gallon or more a day. No, you're not. You're probably barely touching half a gallon. Now, why do I say you should drink more? Because water literally will suppress your appetite. A lot of people don't only eat when they're hungry. A lot of people confuse their hunger with boredom, cravings. This is not true hunger. True hunger is when this is how you know you're truly hungry. When you say, yeah, I could definitely go for a chicken breast right now. If a chicken breast or like a piece of fish or something healthy doesn't sound appealing to you, you're probably not hungry. You're probably just craving something delicious, something sweet, or you're bored. Drinking more water will help to curb that false appetite. When I was cutting, I used to drink 16 ounces of water before every meal and after. Okay, so I was doing like almost a gallon and a half a day. This helped me not overeat a lot. Okay, there was so many times where I could have easily binged. I could have went over my calories, but I didn't because I would think I was hungry. My body would be telling me, oh, we should go get food, blah, blah, blah. I would just go and chug a bottle of water and the hunger would go away within 5 minutes. And I would realize, wow, I wasn't hungry. I was really just thirsty. And it sounds ridiculous, but like your body can't tell the difference. Your brain just sends the signal, and more than likely, you're not actually hungry. Okay, you will know true hunger when a chicken breast sounds appealing. that's when you should go eat. But other than that, you should just be drinking more water throughout the day. And not just to suppress your appetite, bro. Do you understand how important your body is? Like 70 something? I don't know what the freaking percentage is. Somebody commented down below. We're pretty much Aquaman, all of us, okay? We're all just made of water. Literally, if Katara, the waterbender, was here, she'd probably bend 70% of my body away into the freaking mist, because we're all comprised of water. So not only does it suppress your appetite, but you're going to have more clear skin, more energy throughout the day. It's going to help with your digestive system. Some people, they have metabolism problems or constipation and stuff like that. A lot of times it could be attributed to literally not drinking enough water. So there's a lot of great benefits from it aside from just suppressing your appetite. To recap, 5 major tips that are going to help you get shredded by this summer are going to be calorie deficit or the warrior diet. If you don't want to count calories, eat clean. Hypertrophy training. Give your body a reason to make more muscle. Don't give it a reason to snap up your joints, tendons, and ligaments, okay? 3, prioritize the aesthetic muscles. Back, shoulders, chest, legs, abs, etc., okay? But back, shoulders, chest, those are really important. 4, walk more. 10K steps a day minimum. When you're bored, you have nothing to do, don't go binge watch videos on YouTube. You can do that on a freaking walk. Go walk. And 5, last but not least, drink way more water. Chug water before and after your meals. It's going to help you differentiate the difference between boredom and cravings and real hunger. So with that being said, I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you want me to make an even more detailed, way more detailed video on how to get shredded in terms of just fat loss, how to strictly cut fat, drop it in the comments. Drop any other video ideas you want to see, okay? I've been through the ringer when it comes to transforming your body. I've learned the hard way. I've made tons of mistakes. I know about fat loss, I know about muscle gain, I know about injury prevention. Whatever you guys want to see, comment below, let me know. And with that being said, this is Ski Mass Duets signing out. Let's create the best version of ourselves, the most shredded version of ourselves to give to the world. Peace.